guys, it is a little late, but it is time to talk about what we are going to be reading for the month of November. Hey guys, if you are new here, welcome to the Book Path. I'm Nicole, and if this isn't your first rodeo, thanks for sticking around. As you can see, I decided to switch it up a little bit and kind of move from the sofa over to the bookshelves. This video is a little bit behind schedule. October just kind of got away with us. It's been a little crazy over here. But I wanted to take time and do a very small video about what we are planning to read for the month of November because there's not a lot to cover really. But let's go ahead and get into it. So first up and foremost, we have our year in Aurelium to keep going on with that. We had finished our meeting of the river pixies, and we are on to let's see, where were we? We were here at 10A and we are going over to 11A, so almost at our destination. And for 11A, we are to meditate with the wolf elk statue. Local Etherians seem to be gathered around the famous wolf elk statue. You almost forgot there's a celebration happening this month. It's called Fireburn. They light the statue ablaze in an enchanted white fire. It only strengthens the statue as people gather, share stories, and meditate. It is said to be the perfect for setting intentions and refocusing yourself. And that is to read a nonfiction book. And for my nonfiction book, it's a small one, but I'm really wanting to read it, and that is Michael J. Fox's Lucky Man. This is the first kind of biography that I have of Michael J. Fox. I grew up with him and his movies, from his TV shows to Back to the Future to all the other movies that he had done. So I grew up with him and just kind of knowing his life. I know that I think it was at 29 he got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and since then he's been a huge supporter for Parkinson's and trying to find treatments and cures and seeing what's out there. So I do really want to read this. It is not long at all, but like I said, I really do I appreciate him and his art and what he's spoken up for, and so I really do kind of want to read about his life. So that is what we are going to be reading for the month of November for our nonfic, because it's a biography. So prior to getting to that, I am going to be working on 2 arcs that I have for the month. The first one I'm already working on. I might not finish it in time for the release day, but I am liking it so far, and that is Carved in Crimson by Annabelle McCormick. This should be coming out around the 4th, and once you hear the blurb, you're probably going to be running to the stores to pick it up too. Sworn enemies bound in blood, tempted by fate. In the cursed forests of Lyrian, Saren Ragnall lives by blood and blade. As a warrior of the rebel Viori, she's sworn to kill any Lyrian loyalists she encounters. But when a Lyrian soldier saves her life, wounding himself in the process, Saren does the unthinkable. She spares him. To keep him from execution, she invokes a forbidden blood oath that binds their fates and their souls. What Saren doesn't know is that her captive isn't just any soldier. Riker Westhaven is the exiled heir to the Lyrian throne, a prince with a price on his head and enemies closing in. If the Viori discover who he truly is, they'll kill him and her for protecting him. Condemned to a brutal trial by combat to earn their freedom, Saren and Riker must fight side by side against monsters, rivals, and the heat simmering between them. Their bond was forged in blood, but it sparks something darker, hungrier. What began as duty becomes desire, and every touch threatens to unravel the lies they've told to survive. Because when the truth comes to light, the only thing more dangerous than your sworn enemy is the one you can't live without. So I thought that was really interesting, and like I said, it's going good so far. So that one comes out November 4th. So if it sounded good to you, be sure to check it out. And the other arc that we are going to be going for is Will She Break by Alyssa Ray Bowman. This is book 3, and I think it's the final book in the Will of the Heart series. I have read the arcs for the first 2 of these books. I've really liked it. So we are going to be going with this one. This one comes out November 10th. So once again, both of these arcs come out fairly early in the month. So if they sound good, go ahead and pick them up. A story about hidden pain, heavy secrets, and the fight to break through the darkness. Will She Break is a journey through grief, love, and the bravest battle of all. Learning that healing doesn't mean standing alone, and sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let someone in. Emma Grayson has spent years trying to prove to everyone, including herself, that she's enough. After surviving an abusive past, she learned to keep her heart guarded. But when an unexpected connection with a friend begins to break through her carefully built walls, Emma is forced to confront a terrifying question. Will she fight to keep those walls in place, or will she break them down for love? Blake Bolton keeps his pain hidden behind a lopsided smile and a funny guy attitude. He doesn't even let his closest friends see the truth. With the fear of what his future may hold and his anger starting to boil over, the last thing he expects is to fall for his friend, the sweet one with the kind eyes and her own buried scars. Falling for her feels like one part of Blake's life that makes sense. But will he risk loving another person he's terrified to lose? So it's just these stories definitely have some tough questions and tough relationship situations. But I do love the characters, and I've grown with the characters from the first book in the series. So I am really excited to have received an arc of the third. And like I said, I think this is the final book in this trilogy. And see how we close out, how everybody is doing with their happy endings that we have seen in the first two books. And hopefully this couple will find their happy ending as well. But as for that, that is it. Those are the only three books. I think I have an arc that is requested, but I don't know if I'm going to get it yet. That's maybe towards the middle to the end of the month. I'm not sure. But other than that, I am going to be mood reading. I want to try to get through some of the books for the Reddit Fantasy Bingo Challenge. If you haven't seen kind of the updated list for that, I will go ahead and link down below so you can check that out. But I also kind of want to start reading some of the books that came out this year that may be listed on kind of the Goodreads vote for the best books of 2025 that they do every year. Usually I've only read a few of them, even though I have bought and owned a few of them, or more of them, I should say. So I kind of want to get ahead of the game on that so that I can have a little bit more voting power, I guess, in the books to see which ones I liked and compare those ones. But yeah, other than that, I'm looking forward to November. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. I love the food, the symbolism for just being thankful for what we have, and with everything kind of going on the way that it is, I think it's a time to really sit down and feel those things. If you are here in America and you are kind of going through the motions of the government shutdown, whether you or a family member or loved one works in government and has been furloughed, and you guys are just kind of living through your savings, through your paychecks, and for those of you that who have government benefits like the SNAP and the food stamps and all of the other benefits that might be suspended right now until government goes back in and votes and we can keep going on, I wish you well. Hang in there. Just really hoping that things go well for you, that this gets decided on quickly and we can get back to kind of the norm of what we can. So just like I said, sending you guys my love, sending you guys, my emotional support of what I can, and just hoping that you guys can make it through well and come out, good on the other end. Other than that, hope your Halloween was great. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're heading into this holiday season good, not sick, staying strong. And with that, I hope you are, like I said, well, healthy, safe, and stay warm, stay hydrated. And I will see you guys in the next video.